And we are live here in game number 6. Life has the opportunity to go ahead and shut this one down, advancing on to the round of 4 and facing the winner of the next matchup. But it is Curious who can stop that train in its tracks and try to put another win on the map to force it to a 7th game. Let's introduce our players here in the southwest position as the Red Zerg. From StarTale, it is Curious. And in the northeast position as the Blue Zerg, currently leading 3 games to 2. Also from StarTale, it is Life.
And Life has taken the second half of this best of 7 series by the horns here and is really controlling the way that the flow of the game is just evolving by choosing the right build initially, by getting the right strategy in the mid, and then finishing it in the right way at the end. So we're going to have to see how this is going to evolve. We do see, for the first time, Life going for the aggression here. So he's gone from the reactionary player to taking control of the series to now being the aggressor with such an early pool here, trying to make use of potentially Curious going for that hat-trick first on a map which hat-trick first is standard to do.
And he has the, he has the ability to be able to do that too. He's going to do a double extractor trick here, put him at 12 of 10 while he actually, did he forget an Overlord there? No, he'll still get that down in time, or just perfect there. But, I mean, when you have that advantage, we talked about it at the very beginning, Apollo, you can do that. You can play those games. And Curious decided to start off the series that way because playing from 1 game behind isn't that bad in the best of 7. But now when you've got the lead and it all comes down to this, you got to imagine that Curious probably wants to play as safe of a game as he possibly can. And this gives Life the ability to kind of play some trickery.
Yeah, and look at that extractor first as well by Curious. That's not going to help him out. And if you think about the way that Life's played this out, as we talked about, reactionary, and then just taking control of the game in the middle of this best of 7 series to this completely outright aggressive build. And that is not what Curious is expecting. He cancels the extractor, knowing that he's been mind gamed here. He's been absolutely mind gamed, and he's gone for a super greedy build. It is not going to work out. He's going to have to build spine crawlers. He could lose the hatchery on the natural, and while Life is getting a queen and even building his own hatch before, or on the natural, so I say, and things are looking really, really good here for Life.
Yeah, these Zerglings are going to have, they're going to have about 15 in-game seconds to chew away, and that means the drones are going to come down. He doesn't want to lose any drones, but he also doesn't want to potentially lose the hatchery. And as long as he can delay for those lings to come out, it's going to take a while before any reinforcements can come down. But here, they're going to chase those drones away. Drones coming in yet again. He's going to choose to go ahead and fight. We do have 8 lings on the way, and I do not think that Life is going to be able to get this hatchery down. He might at best be able to get a few drones before these lings pop out, or snag these 2 and they're on their way. Either way, he's just looking for any sort of advantage he could possibly get, and eventually he's going to have to choose his battle and or retreat.
That was one of the best defensive I've actually seen of this build by Curious here, and it looks like he's going to be able to win in the actual Ling War too, while keeping his hatch up first without losing a single. No, he killed 1 drone. That was it in this game. 1 Ling's going to go in and scout if Curious is actually taking gas or not. The one advantage that Life has is he does have Lava Inject. He has had that queen out earlier, but with a new injection into the natural for Curious, he will be able to catch up. And to be honest, that defense was pretty clutch.
It was pretty clutch, and I said it earlier, and I do firmly believe this, is when you are a player who will deploy something like a 9 pool, it usually means that your understanding and your eventual defense of it is going to be top-notch, and I think we just saw it there from Curious now. He's really going to try to get a queen down on this, and I think if he just brute forces his way in, he is definitely going to be able to do it. A nice micro back and forth, and eventually the queen is going to fall, trying to get some additional damage there, and she does go down. Might actually get a couple of drones as well. There's one going down, and this is actually a fantastic counter attack here from Curious, having just defended that 9 pool.
Yeah, indeed. And he's going to get another drone here, or will he? It's going to be very close. He does get that last drone. Excellent little maneuver there. And behind this, he was nothing but droning. He has an 8 drone lead, a spine crawler coming down to fortify his lead, with gas being taken, with speed soon to begin as he starts to get that gas rising up to 100. And so far, Curious is looking excellent in this game. Just can he maintain his advantage?
Yeah.
Do not be over greedy. Do not over drone. Do not overbuild lings and just let your opponent catch up in terms of drones. He just needs to find the perfect balance here and ride the rest of this game.
I mean, Life, unfortunately, still waiting about 25 gas before he can even start his speed. The Spine Crawler is going to be up, and he's going to quickly hightail it out of that natural of Curious before he takes the initial damage. Curious now going to transition into that Roach build, feel like he has a big enough advantage here, and a couple of Lings are going to move in through the natural, completely slipping past that Queen, and one will go down. But moving in, this is perfect for him. He doesn't see a Baneling nest. I'm not sure if he saw the gases actually at the natural. He did not see two of the gases at the natural, but he saw that there is relatively nothing there in terms of tech, and that just speed was coming out.
Yeah, Curious could go and kill his opponent with building a next set of roaches here, or he can just play it very safely. He's going to go up to lair, so it looks like he's going to play safe, but right now, the lair has begun for Curious. He's teching up to the next level. I was going to say that life wasn't, but he does start his lair of his own right away here. Right now, in terms of advantages and disadvantages, the economy is pretty much the same. They're banking the same money per minute now, but with the roaches, the evolution chamber, the upgrades, the tech is clearly in favor of Curious, who is going to be expanded to a third base. Another advantage he's going to gain in this game.
Huge advantage, man. I mean, like, at this point, there's really not any room for a life to maneuver. He doesn't really have the units that he can pull away from his natural and not feel completely helpless that a counterattack or any sort of attack could really shut him down. Now, these Banelings could pop at a perfect time, and he's going to pull back. Nice job by Curious. Just great timing there. As the Banelings do spawn, he is able to retreat his Lings and keep himself alive. So he knows his opponent has a Baneling nest now. But he's got to know that he's a bit ahead here in terms of, in terms of sort of his tech, his units, and his economy.
The Lings are going to get in for a full scout here. Curious gets into the main base. We'll try to focus down a Queen. This may not be the best decision if he doesn't get it, but he is going to get it, so it does work out with all the Lings in red health, basically. And he gets a full scout, sees no Spire, sees no Infestation Pit yet. It is on the natural, so the Spire is coming down here. But he knows his opponent's teching up to something, and most likely going to be the Spire, because if it was going to be Infestors, the Roach Warren would be down, an Evolution Chamber would be down, and this now will potentially create a timing for Curious upon knowing about this. He's even sending an Overseer and a Changeling to get the 100% confirmation. He sees the Spire, and now I think he's just going to defend his third base with these Roaches, and then just push across the map and go kill his opponent, who will have nothing to defend his third base.
Absolutely nothing at all. He's even going to lose that Queen, but he does get an eject before it goes down. And he's going to have to leave something back at this base, but it may not even matter. Actually, the Zerglings are hightailing it out of there, and the Roaches are giving chase. Now, the third base is starting to go up. There's a few Banelings down there. It's about ready to finish up. But, I mean, what is the defense for life right now? It's really light considering he's waiting for that Spire to finish up. He's got about 700, 900. He's looking about 8 or 9 mutas, and these Roaches are making their way over. And as much as I love mutas, like, their DPS at this point right out of the gate is not enough to be able to stop this, especially with just one Spine Crawler dishing out some additional damage.
Excellent play from Curious, just riding out the game through to the end, maintaining his advantage, never dropping the ball, and now attacks in. And even if the Mutilas come out, the Queens are going to go down, every single drone is down, the Infestation Pit is finishing at the background of this, so he can start pathogen clans and start to prepare his anti-air for the counterattack anyway. And these Roaches are just dealing the damage to win the game.
Yeah, it's done deal, and you know, life did take the risk, but risk and reward in this case, he did not hit the jackpot, and the exact opposite. He bet everything on black, and it came up red. But that's okay, because he's got one last